There's a certain magic, isn't there? A fizzing in your veins when you hear it. The guttural roar of a V12 engine waking up. The explosive crackle on the overrun, the sheer violence of it all. It's more than just a car, it's a promise. A promise of speed, drama, and something extraordinary. Supercars plaster bedroom walls. They fill the daydreams of adults. The pinnacle of automotive engineering. High art meets brutal physics, rolling sculptures, mechanical symphonies. Designed to stir the soul and raise the hairs, this world of supercars is a battlefield. Fierce rivalries, history, national pride, colossal egos. Ferrari, Lamborghini, McLaren, Porsche, Bugatti. This isn't just about getting from A to B, it's about legacy. Ferrari, just saying the name makes you feel a bit special, doesn't it? It's the grand old master of the supercar world, the one every other brand secretly measures itself against. It all started with one man, Enzo Ferrari, a racing driver with an unquenchable thirst for victory. He famously said, "I build cars to go racing." And that's the key to understanding Ferrari. Road cars were originally a way to fund Scuderia Ferrari. Racing DNA baked into every car from Maranello. A legacy of passion, of glory, and a bit of Italian temperament. When you think of Ferrari, you think of Rosso Corsa, you think of screaming, high-revving engines, an orchestra, not a machine. A Ferrari is an emotional purchase. Take the legendary F40. It was raw, it was terrifying, it was utterly magnificent. If Ferrari is the elegant aristocrat of the supercar world, then Lamborghini is the rebellious rock and roll superstar who turns up to the party and smashes a guitar. Ferruccio Lamborghini, a wealthy tractor manufacturer, was unhappy with the clutch in his Ferrari. He went to complain to Enzo Ferrari himself, who basically told him to stick to tractors. Furious, Ferruccio decided he could do better, and so Automobili Lamborghini was born. That rebellious spirit has defined the brand ever since. Lamborghini's philosophy has always been about being the loudest, the wildest, the most outrageous. Think of the Countach. When it was unveiled in the 1970s, it looked like a spaceship had landed. It was completely impractical. Visibility was non-existent, but my word, did it have presence. It was the original poster car, a wedge of pure fantasy. And of course, the scissor doors, a trademark that has screamed a "look at me" for decades. At the heart of every flagship, Lamborghini for almost its entire history has been a stonking great V12 engine. Unlike Ferrari's high-pitched scream, the Lamborghini 512 is a deep, thunderous bellow, a guttural roar that sounds like an angry god clearing his throat. Models like the Murcielago and the Aventador carried this tradition forward, delivering brutal acceleration accompanied by that signature apocalyptic soundtrack. The Revuelto is a hybrid, but it's a Lamborghini hybrid. Still packing a massive V12 supplemented by electric motors for over 1,000 horsepower. It's completely bonkers. They've also found massive success with the Urus SUV, proving that even a practical vehicle can carry Lamborghini DNA. Lamborghini has never chased the most precise lap time. It's about creating the most dramatic and unforgettable driving experience possible. It's pure, unadulterated automotive theatre. Now we come to McLaren. If Ferrari is passion and Lamborghini is drama, then McLaren is pure, cold, hard science. This is a company forged in the white-hot crucible of Formula One, the most technologically advanced motorsport on the planet. Their road car division arrived armed with decades of racing knowledge. Design, build, and race your own cars. That obsession with engineering-led design and lightweight construction is at the core of every McLaren road car. The McLaren F1 reset the rules. Carbon fiber monocoque, central driving position, and a top-speed record for over a decade. This obsession with technology, lightweight materials, and aerodynamic efficiency defines their cars. Driving a McLaren is less about theatrical noise and more about precision, feedback, and connection. The steering is telepathic. The chassis communicates every nuance of the road, taking the center. Every radical surface exists purely to make it the fastest track car possible. McLaren calls it form follows function. Every curve, every vent, every surface manages the air. Most models use a twin-turbo V8, cooled and packaged for brutal performance. They may look less flamboyant than a Lamborghini, but there's a brutal beauty in that purposefulness. McLaren is the thinking person's supercar, a triumph of engineering over emotion. You can't have a supercar discussion without inviting the Germans. They bring two very different but equally formidable contenders to the fight, Porsche and Bugatti. For over 60 years they have been perfecting one slightly strange idea, the 911. An engine in the back, two small seats behind you, a shape instantly recognizable. Critics called the layout wrong. Porsche's engineers refined it into one of the most complete and capable sports cars in the world, especially in Turbo S and GT3 RS guises. A supercar you can genuinely use every day. It's comfortable, reliable, build quality, second to none, yet devastatingly fast when needed. Porsche has also made proper hypercars. The Carrera GT, the 918 Spider, proving they can play at the top. Then there's Bugatti, absolute mind-bending excess, resurrected by Volkswagen Group with an insane brief, over 1,000 horsepower and absurd top speeds. The Chiron's 8-litre quad-turbo W16 is a masterpiece, feats of technical brute force that defy belief. Built for the Autobahn and the runway, stability and luxury at speeds other cars would tear apart. While Ferrari and McLaren fight over tenths, Bugatti fights physics itself. A Bugatti isn't just a car, it's a statement. A triumph of sheer will and engineering might. For all their greatness, none of these titans are without their flaws. It's part of what makes them interesting, really. For all their passion, they can be a bit precious. The brand is famously protective of its image. They're picky who they sell to, dislike certain modifications, and older cars can carry eye-watering running costs. Lamborghini's outrageousness can also be its weakness. They are the opposite of subtle. They're wide, difficult to see out of, and a handful in tight spaces. Drama over finesse means compromises. McLaren can be accused of lacking a bit of soul. So efficient, some find them a little sterile compared to Italians. As a newer road car player, they've had initial reliability and depreciation issues, making ownership more daunting. The pursuit of perfection sometimes misses the beauty of a perfect flaw. Porsche's biggest criticism is almost a compliment. The 911 is too common. Exclusivity is diluted for some buyers. Bugatti can be too heavy and too focused on straight-line speed to be truly engaging on a racetrack. Seen by some as a billionaire's trophy, admired more than driven hard on a road. They're brilliant, but they demand compromises. Each brand has its own trade-offs. And that, ultimately, is what makes choosing one so fascinating. So we've lined them all up. We've celebrated their strengths and pointed out their flaws. The passion of Ferrari, the madness of Lamborghini, the precision of McLaren, the usability of Porsche, the sheer force of Bugatti. Choosing a winner is like choosing your favorite album. Deeply personal. There is no single right answer. I could make a case for any of them. You asked me to plant my flag and declare a champion. After the noise and smoke, one brand edges it. For the ultimate blend of heart, soul and mind-blowing performance, my winner is Ferrari. Yes, they can be temperamental. Yes, the pomp and ceremony exists. But they build cars that speak to why we love cars. A supercar should be more than numbers on a spreadsheet. A modern Ferrari, the 296 GTB, is a technical masterpiece with a hybrid V6 delivering biblical performance. They build more than fast cars. Legends.